we'll take questions for Jabari. Raise your hand. We'll get you a microphone. Jimmy, we'll start with you. And I'll go to Adam.
Jabari, I know you put on some weight in the offseason. Was it a combination of being more durable and also the ability to break tackles?
Definitely. Just being available, just trying to be available for my team, finishing games. It was something that would need to be addressed from last season. So it just comes with a lot of benefits, and it's made me a better player, more durable, better in pass pro so far, what I've seen in camp. So it's helped out a lot.
On pass plays, when you're out there, you're blocking more than you're catching the ball. I mean, running back should want the ball in their hand. What do you think about that role, about blocking more than catching?
That's what comes with the position. You want to be the best player all around. Whatever they ask me to do, I try to do that to the best of my ability. And I'm just thankful to be in this position. Whatever they need me to do, that's what I'm going to do.
Jabari, back here. What is the workout regimen? We're all wondering what you do in order to put on 15 pounds.
It was more so a lot of extra work and then just changing my diet, you know what I mean? A lot of protein, a lot of steak, just coming in when I'm not asked to just put in extra work up top, work on my shoulders, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of extra work, but the strength and conditioning staff did a great job. It took a big focus on me this offseason, so it's paid off.
Jabari, a couple things. Coach Mack was in here talking about how if you've been able to finish maybe some more games last year, you would have had a 1,000-yard season. Is that the number that's out there that you're aiming for this season?
Definitely, you know what I mean? Each game I want to finish, and I don't want to leave any yards on the field. So whatever number that is at the end of the season, I will live with that. But as far as the work right now, I think I've worked and prepared for that type of season. So I'm excited to get out there and just show what I can do.
You got a couple freshmen there you're trying to lead the way for this camp. With Justin, he was here in the spring. How have you sort of helped him grow over the course of the offseason, and where have you seen him kind of improve this month?
Physically, he's way far ahead than a lot of freshmen. Very talented. As far as mentally, he's getting it. You know what I mean? That's really the biggest step for him. Just understanding the mental aspect of the game. Being tough. Being mentally tough as well. So, and getting up to the speed of the game, I think he's done a good job of adjusting. So this season, you should get a lot of him, and he's got a bright future.
Vince and Eric and Kellyanne.
Jabari, similar question, only on Dylan Sampson. What have you seen from him?
He's a good player. Dylan, he's very versatile. He's about 185, 190, but he runs way harder than his weight. Very smart, just like I said about Justin. Both of those guys, they push each other. So I remember as a freshman coming in with other backs, you just push each other, you know what I mean? So Dylan and Justin, they have a bright future. I'm ready to see how they do this year.
Eric?
Two things, Jabari. As a group, what do you think you guys do well?
I think we run hard at the least, you know what I mean? I think we run hard, try to finish runs, and as far as the whole room, I think we just address our weaknesses. In the film room, we don't run away from it, like, I'm not going to do that, so I'm not going to focus on that. But we try to address our weaknesses and just work on those each practice. Coach Hobble does a good job of putting us in hard situations in practice, so in the game, it's just like practice, you know what I mean? So as a group, we run hard, catch the ball well, and for the most part, we just, yeah.
And for you look around now, you're the veteran in the room. You might not be the oldest guy in the room now, but in terms of playing time, you are. Kind of how have you adjusted to that role of being more assertive in your leadership?
Kind of had to take those guys along. They need somebody to look up to. I know how important that is. I remember my freshman year, I had two older guys, and they were very monumental for me. So I just take it so much serious, because when I'm gone, they're still going to be here, you know what I mean? So Tennessee's going to be here for a long time, and I'll be gone. So I have to push forward the guys that are younger than me and try to make them better than me.
Kellyanne, Frank, and Jimmy.
Hey, Jabari, what does Lynn J. Dixon add to the running back room?
Speed. He's very athletic, very talented, a lot of experience. Experience plays a big part in football. I learned that last year. So he brings a lot to the table, you know what I mean? He's kind of quiet, but, he's about his work. So I'm excited to have him in our room.
Jabari, besides adding the weight, what have you done to become a better pass protector, and how much more comfortable are you right now in this system being a pass protector than you were a year ago?
Yeah, I think it's all about confidence and experience. Those snaps, you can't mimic those snaps in the game and actually slide your feet, shooting your hands. So just going back and watching film for the whole year, it definitely helped me and just made me focus on those things this year. And I think I've done a way better job technically in pass pro this fall camp so far. So definitely just looking back at the film and just cleaning up my technique.
Jabari, your coach was talking about how you hit the mesh point hard and that you continue to drive your feet. Do you think with that added weight that you'll be a really good short yardage back?
Definitely. I try to hit on every aspect of being a running back, you know what I mean, whether it's short yardage or pass pro, catching the ball, or trying to break a long run. I try to address all those aspects of the game as a running back, so definitely.
Jabari, how would you say Hendon is better this camp compared to last season?
His confidence, he's very vocal, his leadership, his knowledge within the playbook, he's making checks. He's even correcting some of the coaches on some play calls. He kind of can tell the next play call. That's how good he is in the playbook. So he just gets us juiced up every practice. You know what I mean? Just being beside him in the backfield, that helps me a lot, even when I don't even realize it. So he's very, very good this year.
Time for a few more. We'll go Rick in the back.
Jabari back here. You've got the number 2 on. Coach Mack was talking about the extra 2 yards that the coaches try to get you guys to get after contact. How much of that is physical? How much is that, up here, the drive to want to make that game?
It definitely your physicality definitely plays a part, but I think mentally, just the fight, the strain, that also plays just as big of a part. You know what I mean? So I think you got to have heart to take on those 2 extra yards. To fight when you're hurting. Everybody's hurting, but you got to be the one to separate yourself and just keep going.
Eric?
Jabari, you and Amari Thomas have been friends for a long time, coming from the same place, now rooming together, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of how's that dynamic? How do you guys support one another?
So in practice, every time we see each other, like we would go at the ones team, we just laugh at each other, just to get like a comic relief. But just being us growing together individually as players and people off the field, we just gotta keep each other in check. So it's amazing to just come here with my best friend. So I can't thank him enough for being there for me along the way. So Big O, that's my guy, that's my dog.
Wes?
Jabari, do you remember any specific moment or moments last year when you thought to yourself, like, man, like I got to get bigger? Were there some plays here or there, a game where you're like, man, like I'm hurting, like I got to get bigger?
I think it was definitely the Ole Miss game where I was running real hard like the first half, then the second half I was like, dang, like I'm tired, I'm beat up, I can't even feel my shoulders. So that's when it kind of clicked. Like, all right, I got to address this, and for now I just got to keep running hard, finish, strain, and just had a mental toughness.
Finish with Vince.
2 quick things, Jabari. Back to the short yardage. How badly do you want that role to be the short yardage guy?
I want it very bad, you know what I mean? As a running back, as a player in general, you want to fulfill all the needs your coaches ask you of. So, but I feel like all the guys in the room, we had to take the same type of mindset, work ethic, where we could fit whatever they want us to do. But I definitely want that role.
And how much of a difference does all the fun things that Josh Apple tries to slide in there for you guys, how much of a difference does that make for you guys?
Coming in a facility like this fall camp in general, the environment is very good. Like I come with a smile on my face every day. You know what I mean? It's a grind, but I mean I wake up like I get to play football with my guys, see my coaches, my teammates. So it's fun. Coach Hopper does a great job with this culture, and on and off the field, it's just fun competing.
Thanks, Jabari. Thanks, everybody, for today.